So welcome to our sessions on R programming and Tableau. What we are going to start very soon. So far we have been understanding R programming. We have been discussing different examples, on different concepts. Since last couple of days, we started from file operations, how to handle them in R. We've discussed how to read our files in R. Some of the options we have worked out: CSV files, Excel files. We have applied some statistical concepts on our data, trying to extract information. We have seen different visualizations using different libraries. Like ggplot, lattice. We have seen and through visualizations, how to understand data. We have seen. Then we talked about different data types. Discuss some examples. Vectors, matrices, arrays. Data frames, lists. All these concepts we have seen. Then we also discuss some conditional statements, if statements, if else statements, loops, for loops, while loops. So this also we have seen. And yesterday we were discussing some applications. We have seen how to extract our reviews. From Amazon, we have seen this. In the same manner, I have also given you some examples below, some URLs that you can use to extract data. And we have also seen some of your applications which can help us in prediction. So we discussed one prediction problem. Using the concept of your regression. So we also tried to deploy. We created a working application of R and we tried to deploy it on your local server. So all these things we have discussed. And then we started with our discussion on EDA, exploratory data analysis. So whenever any data set is given to you, it is important for you to explore your data set. It is important for you to extract as much information as you can from your data set. So describe your data, clean your data, create your visualizations on your data, do your data analysis. So these are the steps what we have discussed yesterday. And then we have also talked about what do you mean by data cleansing or data cleaning. How can you verify the quality of your data? So we have talked about data validation, data accuracy, data consistency, and data uniformity. So these are the things what we have discussed yesterday, and we got a very good understanding about these important concepts. And then we have seen how to run our files from the terminal. You have to give R script, and then we have to give the name of the file. So whatever files we have used so far, I've collected all of them, and day-wise, whatever topics we have covered, I've created folders, and in those folders, I've inserted all these documents what we have discussed. So I'll show you in few seconds. So you have comfortably your day-wise agenda in this manner. So you can go through these folders and you can practice, take a look at our sessions, practice all the concepts what we have discussed. So day 1, file operations, day 2, statistical analysis, what we have done, day 3, arithmetic operations, data types, 4, data types continued, vectors, matrices, and then 5 more examples on vectors, factors, lists, intro to visualization. So like this, clearly I have created your folders, and then I'll be sharing this with you so that all our students can access all the files, whatever we have used. Then I wanted to discuss some more things which can help you in your analysis. So for example, yesterday we were discussing the concept of EDA. So how to perform your basic EDA on your data sets. So this is a small project, what I'm taking as an example. So all these commands you already know. So I'm just trying to give you an overview about how you are supposed to work out. So here, like we have different libraries. Here we are using a library called as ExcelR. So in this package, you have a data set called as car seats. So if you say structure, it is going to give you information about all your car seats. You have 400 observations, 11 variables, and you have sales, price, income, advertising, population, price, all this information you have. And clearly the description is also there for us. For all your variables, you have the description. And then if you scroll down, there are ready-made functions for us which are available. You can say describe function. It is going to create your descriptive statistics for your numerical data. Normality functions, and then plotting your normality on your data. You can do that. Correlations, one small concept, what I would like to explain to you, correlations. So suppose you have 2 columns, work experience and salary. And if you try to create a scatter plot between our 2 columns, and what is that we can understand from the scatter plot is my two variables, work experience and salary, they are directly proportional to each other. And therefore, as your work experience is increasing, you can also expect the salary of that person to also increase. So this is called as correlation first. And now in correlation, you have positive correlation, we have negative correlation, and then we have no correlation. So here in our example, we are working with our positive correlation. So if X increases, then Y also increases. This is called as positive correlation first. And then you can also have negative correlation. So this is our X, this is our Y. So as X is increasing, your Y could also decrease. Okay, for example, number of hours you spend on the internet versus performance in your engineering department, they could be negatively correlated for us. And then you can also have no correlation between your variables. So for example, you can have X as height of students, and then you can have Y as marks obtained by students. So there is no relationship between the height of student and marks obtained. So we can say there is no correlation. So this is how you can understand this statistical concept, and you can try to establish the relationships between our variables. So if you want to calculate now these correlation values, you can try to work on a data set, for instance. Data. So I'm going to use air quality data set. Air quality. Okay. Then I should say sets. Then I can say view air quality. So this is my data set. I have few columns like this. So now if you say plot air quality dollar wind air quality dollar temperature. So you have your scatter plot like this. So from this scatter plot, we are in a position to understand there is negative correlation between our wind and temperature. Okay, this is what you can understand. And now if you apply correlation function, air quality dollar wind, air quality, dollar temperature. So we can understand that there is a negative correlation of minus 0.4. There is a negative correlation between our two variables, wind and temperature first. So this is how you are supposed to find out your correlation. So correlation value lies between -1 to +1, and it can also be 0. So here the correlation value is minus 0.4. So we can say they are moderately negatively associated with each other. They are having moderate correlation between themselves. This is what we can understand. So this is a new function. What we have learned today, it is correlation. So this is also part of your EDA, your data analysis. You can do this. So remember these concepts. And this is what correlation, what we have done. And then, so you can use all these things for your data analysis. Find out how many observations are there in your data set, how many missing values are there, what is the mean value, standard deviation, what is interquartile range, skewness, kurtosis, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. So all these things. Your box plot is going to give you this information, what we have discussed. So 5-point chart. Now if you see, I'm using my describe function. So I can say describe car seats. So the same piece of code you can use in your R, and it is giving us information about 4 columns, how many observations you have, any null values, what is the mean value, standard deviation, standard error, interquartile range, skewness, kurtosis. So all this information you have. So you are able to describe about your variables present in our data. So this is what we are able to do. Now, if you scroll down, I can select my columns by name. So I can say describe from this data set. I want these columns, sales, what is the comp price, company price, what is the income. I can get this information for only these columns. So sales, company price, income, how many observations you have, null values, all these things. So it is not much of code that we are writing, but within few lines of code itself, within small functions, you are able to get most of the information from your data. So that is very important for us. So library, ExcelR. If we come here, and if you say library ExcelR, it is going to throw us some error. So it is telling us there is no package. So before you run this code, you have to install our package. So packages. Install ExcelR. Do you have anything? ExcelR. Okay. Then you can click on install. So practically, this is what you are going to do. You are going to try and see if there is any possible solution which is available for us, and then try to implement this solution. This is how you are going to work on your projects. So now we have installed our library, our package, and then you can say library ExcelR. And then structure of car seats. You can give that. So this is the information what you're getting. So structure function, structure of car seats. So we are doing some data manipulation here. So we are saying load our data set into car seats. So now this is our data set car seats. 400 observations you have, 11 columns. And now we are trying to suppress any warnings. And we are giving this function set_seed. So this function, whenever you give, it is nothing but you want to replicate, you want to get the same set of results. This is used for replication purposes. So we are saying create a sequence for number of rows, how many? 20. And this I want a sample from my income column, which is present in my car seats. Set that value to null. So we are just trying to set some of our observations to null values, some rows. Set our seed, and then this is working now. Then you can also set 10 rows in your urban column also to null values. You can do that. Now, I can use my describe function. So you see describe function now, it has null values of 20 for us. Okay, could not find function. Describe it is saying. So describe function should be present in some package for us. Okay. So we can just explore this function describe, where it is coming from. Okay. Let's Google and describe package function in R. So I think this is the package for us. This is where you have library. Let's see. Okay. H is capital. So all these are practical issues. What you are going to face when you are working with your R program. So just wait till this becomes. So now you see, we're able to describe these things. So my describe function is actually working here. So I'm able to get the output. So now we are able to see all these things. So just 1 second, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so let us continue. So you see, your describe function is working out fine for us. So income, you see missing values are 20. That is what we have created. So these are your missing values. So in this manner, you can now work out many examples beyond the scope of discussion what we had over last couple of days. You can independently do your own research. That is the best part. So describe car sets. You can select these by column names. So I'm using my pipe functions. You see, pipe functions also we have discussed. So we are saying describe by selecting some of the variables. And what is that I want to describe about? I want to describe about skewness, mean, 25 percentile, Q1, median, and Q3. And I want to filter all my skewness measures which are not equal to 0 and arrange in the descending order of skewness. So it is arranged in the descending order of skewness for us. And it is giving us these values, mean, Q1, Q2, and Q3. So all this information you can use. So this is how you are supposed to explore your data. That is the logic. So now I wanted to show you something else. So far we have been working with our Excel files and CSV files. So I wanted to show you how you can import your SAS files also. So let us take one example. Go to import data set and then select from SAS. Go to browse and then here you are supposed to have some SAS files. So these are some SAS data sets, what we have, and you can take any one of them. We can take. So you see, it requires a library called as Haven. And this is our SAS data set. So you have product key, distribution center, date, discount, and revenue. So this information you can import. Click on import and now just wait for a few seconds and it has imported our SAS files. Now in the same manner, you can execute our commands, mean function, all these things you can do. Mean and name of my data set, dollar revenue. This is the average revenue in dollars for us. Median dollar revenue. This is the median revenue. So in this manner, you can do the same things what we have done on other data sets. So view function, all these things you can. So this is how you can work with our SAS data. So similarly, if you have some more files like SPSS files, if you have Stata files, you have, it is the same logic. You can simply import it from here, and then you can apply all our functions. So this is what we can do. SAS file, same thing on cloud also. Absolutely, there is no change in cloud. So create an R script, then upload a file. SAS files. So slightly it is taking more time. Okay. So now you can say import data set from SAS. And then you see it is asking for these packages. Okay, so now I can say browse file. So now you can click on it. So cloud also works exactly in the same way. There is no difference. So then you can do our usual calculations. So it is going to give you the same result for us. Absolutely no difference. And then I wanted to show you something else. So is it possible for you to work on SQL in R? So I'll just show you it is possible for us. So all we have to do is install these packages which are required. So this is a package what we are installing, R SQLite. Now and then we are trying to use this URL. This URL is going to give us the data set. Okay, that is where the data set is. So go ahead and use that URL. So it is downloading now from that URL. Okay. Now I want to start using my libraries. And then let us read our data set. So this is the directory what we have created, and this is the data set. So this is the extension SQLite. So there is a database by the name portal underscore mammals. So now we are connecting. So far, okay. And then you can just start executing some small commands. You can say table mammals. I can say table mammals and SQL function. I'm using SQL. And then I'm saying select year, species, plot from surveys. So this is my data. So these are your columns. Year, species, and plot ID. So we have these columns. And then we are saying table mammals and surveys is the object. First, we select the table on which we want to do the operations. And then we want to select these columns. And then select these values. So these are the columns that I have. And then I can simply use my head function. So these are your first 10 records in your data set. Record ID, month, day, year, lot underscore ID, species, sex, hind foot length. So all these columns here in our data set. So in this manner, you can use your SQL, your SQL commands. Okay, show underscore query. Filter. This is working out. Filter. So filter all the row, all the records which are having weight less than 5. And then after filtering, select only these 3 columns: species ID, sex, and weight. Okay. So in the same way, I'm doing this. Filter, select these columns, store it in data underscore subset. Then I'm saying I just remove the sex column. So I can use collect command also if I want. So we can give this collect command. Okay. So it has created your data underscore subset. So these are the values. So in this manner, R gives you a lot of opportunities for you to set up connections with other database management tools. You can load your files, let it be CSV, let it be Excel, SAS, SPSS data. And then you can also integrate your R with your data visualization tools. You can integrate your R with our data visualization tools. So you can integrate R with Tableau. You can integrate R with Power BI. So we're going to take a look at this integration with Tableau. There is a package called as RSER. This is the name of the package, which is going to help us integrate our R with Tableau. And then you can write small R programs in your Tableau data visualization tool. So that is how you can take advantage across different tools. You can integrate your R with all this software. So you can say install .packages and you can give RSER, and then you can say library RSER. So what is this going to do? This is going to install the required package for us and invoke this package RSER. And then I can start my RSER by giving this command, and it is going to start the connection. So this is what we are going to see going forward in our sessions, how to integrate, how to take maximum advantage of R with other data visualization tools. So for that, first we have to install Tableau software on our systems. We should have that, and only then we can connect Tableau with R. So we're going to see that in our ongoing sessions. So for now, let us take a break here for 10 minutes, and then we can come back and continue our discussion on R programming and related topics. So let us continue our discussion. So we were discussing about possible integrations. Of Tableau with R. So as we are going to start Tableau very soon, from next week onwards. So I wanted to set up the software for Tableau. And then because we are already familiar with R, I wanted to check, is it possible for us to integrate these two things? So for that, you have to first install your Tableau software. So what is it you're going to do? Follow my instructions, what we are going to do now. And you can also install your Tableau on your laptops. So install Tableau, or let us go to the first website, tableau.com. Perfect. So now we are here on our website, and then you can go to products here. So there are a lot of products for Tableau, Tableau Desktop, Server, Crowd. All these things we are going to talk about in our next session. But for now, you can install something called as Tableau Desktop. So click on this option, Tableau Desktop, and then wait for a few seconds. You can click on this option, start free trial for us. So click on that, start free trial. So now I have to give my details. Country India, and I'm just giving some random number. Okay, download free trial. So now the setup file is getting downloaded first. Wait for a few seconds. So you can also do this simultaneously. You can also install the software. So meanwhile, let me download one data set. Okay. So now we have downloaded this file. Click on that. Wait for a few seconds. Okay. So I've read the terms of the agreement. Click on install. Click on yes. So it is opening for us. Tableau desktop. Click on start trial now. Click on continue. So now we have successfully installed our tool. So this is how our tool is going to look like, what we are going to use. And then now what is the next step? We have to try and integrate the tool. So let's do that. Go to R. R script. Install the packages. R serve. Library. R serve. And we can start our connection. So we're installing RServe. Okay. So it is saying package RServe successfully installed for us. And now invoke this library. Library RServe. And now you can start your connection. So now this connection has started for us. So now let us go back to our Tableau. And then you have something called as help here. Okay. So you can click on help. And then you can go to settings and performance. Okay. So inside settings and performance, go to manage analytics corrections. So we have to go to help and then settings and performance. And then you have to go to manage analytics extension connection. So now you have these options. I can connect it to my Python. I can connect it to Einstein Discovery. I can connect it to RServe. So integrate R into Tableau. So this is what you're going to use. Now, click on RServe and then host name is localhost, what you can give. And remember the port name. This is always going to be 6311 for us. So this is where the connection is going to happen on this port 6311. So remember this. And now you can say test connection. So now what is the message it is saying? It is showing that we have successfully integrated. We have integrated our R and Tableau together. So this is how you can establish your connections. So you have to know what is the package and then install that package first and invoke that package, and then you can start your connection. Awesome. So now the connection has been established for us. So this is how you are supposed to do. And now, again, I'm just double checking my answer. Okay. Save this connection. So now you see, you are connected. We are connected to tab. And then we can also disconnect when we want. So that is the advantage. So you can write your R programs. We can write our R programs in Tableau now, and we can solve problems. So these are slightly more advanced topics. What we are going to see from here. So after integration, we can again write small programs and then speak to Tableau and then create our visualizations. We can make some predictions. We can make some forecasts in this method. So for now, this much is enough. You should have an idea about how things can be integrated. How things can be connected first. So I wanted to give you an overview about this integration and the package and the tool, what we are going to use. So all of you, if you have followed our instructions, then you will be in a position to install this tool. And this tool is called as Tableau. It is used for data visualization. So for now, we are not going to discuss too much of concepts on Tableau. So we'll keep it for Monday, our discussion. So remember these things, what we have just done. So R is a very useful programming language for us. You can do all sorts of data analysis. You can solve data science problems using R. We can do this. So remember this. Now, what is the next thing for us? It is that time of the day, 8:30, where attendance link will be circulated for us. So it is very important for you to fill in your details. And then you can always come back and listen to our sessions. So that is very important. Fill in your attendance details and always come back. We are going to discuss the remaining topics. So I'll give you 2 minutes time. You can fill in the attendance sheet. So I hope all of you have started filling your attendance forms. Please do that. And now, what are the resources from where you can study R? So first source is all our files, what I'm going to share with you, including a couple of slides, what we have used during some of our sessions. You can improve your R programming fundamentals. Then there are some websites. R pubs. I'll show you. R pubs. So this is a very useful website for you to pick up your R programming skills. So you can go through these articles and you can simply strengthen your understanding about your R programming concepts. So it is possible for you to go through these documents. So this is a good website for us, R pubs. Then you can also go to another website called as R bloggers. So go here. R bloggers. So whatever you want, you can Google here. It is going to give you some information. If I say visualizations, so you have to be more specific, I think. It is giving us some articles, 7 visualizations you should learn in R. Why data visualizations is important. So you can read through this article. So ggplot2 package. This we have used. ggplot. So scatter plots, line graphs, bar charts, histograms. Okay, all these visualizations you can use. So that is how it is going to help us. It is a very good website. And if you want to explore DPLYR, type out DPLYR. So you see, you have articles. So a complete beginner guide to DPLYR. So you can go here, you can read through. So all the select, filter, arrange, all these things you can do. Mutate function, using mutate we have used. So in this manner, a lot of good examples will be there. Okay, summarize. All functions we have used. But apart from that, if you want some more practice, some more assistance and all, then you can always take the help of our bloggers website. It is a very good website. So apply functions we have seen. So apply functions in this manner. So what is margin, row wise, 2 is equal to column, all these things, row average. So this is a very good website with clear explanations, whatever L apply functions, it is going to give the output as list. So all these things. So this is a list you see, L apply height, mass, flowers, like this. S apply, T apply functions, all these concepts what we have discussed. So that is the advantage. Tidyverse library. BPL by R. So all these things you can use. Custom functions we wrote. So how to write loops, how to subset your data in data frames, sorting data by contents. So everything is there. Slowly, topic by topic, you can go through in this manner. So all of you, try to fill in your attendance sheet first. Okay. So filter, all these things are there. Sorting. So in this manner, based on your requirement, based on whatever concept you are working, you can always Google that concept. Go to the website, R bloggers, and simply you can type that concept here. And it is going to give you some good articles. It is going to give you some information, which is definitely going to help you. So you can read through about our bloggers. So you can follow people, you can connect, you can participate, you can write all the articles, all these things you can. So what are the two things that we have seen? Are pubs and are bloggers. Then now what we are going to see is the master of all resources. The 1 point solution for learning R. What is the resource? It is called as Big Book of R. So this is the one-stop solution where you are going to find everything. What is it called? Big Book of R. So click on this option. So end to end, whatever programming concepts you want to understand, everything will be available here. So it has about 100 books on this website. Now the latest figure is 300 books. And most of them are free. Some are usually paid, but we are not interested in paid versions. But mostly go for free versions. So now if you see new to R, start here. What is the first thing? R for data science. So everything is available for free first. You can pick up a copy. Click on this link. Click on that link. And now you can read this book for free. So introduction, all these things you have. What is data visualization? You have. What is the workflow? Basic workflow you have. So end to end topic wise, it will have everything. So R for data science. This is a good book. So our first book itself is going to help us a lot. So then come back. Then we have exercise solution book also is there. If you click on this link, you are going to get exercise solution book. Up to your choice. Then, if you scroll down, then you have all these topics, career and community. All these topics you have. Then archaeology. You will have for different branches of study. You are going to have many applications. So how to do archaeological science using R. So again, there is a book. If you are interested in archaeological research, then click on this. It is going to take you to the website. So archaeological research. So all these things you can read through. For archaeology. So end to end, everything you'll find here. Now if you come out, quantitative methods in archaeology. So this book you have to buy. Otherwise it is not required. Just go through the first option. You'll find all the information what is required. Then thinking outside the grid. So an intro to artistry concepts in R using ggplot. So this book will only talk about visualizations using ggplot. Okay, so how you can improve your visualizations using your ggplot libraries. So you can click on this link and you can explore. Then some big data applications. Spark with R. How to integrate, how to work. You can use these things. You can use these books. Now, if you scroll down in this manner, you will have a lot of options you're going to have. So some books. Introduction to data analysis using R. Then modern statistics with R. Modern modern data science with R. So you can explore. There is a website. Modern statistics with R. So entire book is there. Installing R Studio, running R code, variables, functions, packages, everything is there. Transformations, importing your data, vectors, data frames, pipe functions, grouping, ggplot, end-to-end is there. Scrapping data from websites is also there, what we have seen. Merging data from different multiple tables. So all these things are there in one book. Modern statistics with R. So I think you can download this also. The download option is available for us. So this is a good book. You can bookmark it like this. Modern statistics with R. So in this manner, if you come down, data visualization in R. So you have dedicated books which are related to data visualization. So data visualization with R. So this book is going to help you with most popular visualizations, quick and dirty plots, to ggplot, graphics, all these things you can use. End to end. So shiny We have discussed this Shiny, how to create one application. I showed you that linear regression example. So you can find more examples here. So then if you scroll down, R for data engineers. Then if you want to do any cryptocurrency research, so you can read through some of these articles, cryptocurrency, using R. So HR analytics, if you're an HR professional, you can go here. Introduction to econometrics using R. This is a very good book if you're an economic student, finance student. Okay. R for search engine optimization. R for SEO, for digital marketing. Students. So end to end, everything is there. R for journalism. For life sciences, background people. Machine learning. Packages. R programming. So you have all these things, R programming. End to end, everything is there. So introduction. You can go here and you can start reading the topic. So this is an excellent website for us. The big book of R. And then it is going to give you all the information what you require for working on R programming concepts. So remember, what are the 3 places where you're supposed to go? R pubs, R bloggers, and then finally you can go to big book of R. It is one-stop solution for all your R programming requirements. This is the best resource for any beginners, for intermediate level of users, for advanced users in R. This is the best platform where you can go. So with this, we have come to the end of our discussion with respect to our R programming language. And tomorrow and day after, there is no session for us. The next session is going to be on Monday, same time. And we will be starting with a new tool called as Tableau. So today we have managed to install the tool. And then on Monday, I'll explain you about the product. And then we can start working on this product. So I'll share my notes with you. I'll share some presentations with you. data sets, everything I'll give you. And you can also simultaneously start working on your Tableau data visualization tool. It is very easy, just like R. We will be able to work out all our concepts very conveniently, and you will be able to create beautiful dashboards. That is what we are going to see from Monday onwards. So I hope all of you have a complete understanding about how to write small programs in R. So keep your practice going. So keep it going, and then use our files, what I'll be sharing with you. Keep them with you, and then we can proceed forward in learning all kinds of tools which are going to help us in doing data analysis. So I'll share these links also with you. I'll share it with you, R pubs, and then R bloggers big book of R. So you can take them and use them. So with that, thank you very much for your time and patience. And we are going to connect back again, like always, on Monday. And we'll start with our discussion on Tableau. Till then, take care, stay safe, and see you all again on Monday. Bye. Yeah.